guys, this is Anthony for the Gazelle Lab. Welcome back. Today we're looking at two of the best smartphones in the market right now with the Samsung Galaxy S3 and the Apple iPhone 4S. So let's get into this right away. First we'll start with the S3. This is the 16 gigabyte T-Mobile version in white. It's available on every carrier. It's around $279 to $250 with a 2-year contract and over around $600 SIM-free. And then you have the iPhone 4S. This is on Verizon, 16 gigabyte version, $199 on a 2-year contract, over $600 SIM-free or unlocked. As you can see straight up, the Galaxy S3 is a lot bigger. It towers over the iPhone 4S, and it really makes the iPhone 4S look somewhat outdated. You got this super AMOLED HD display at 720 by 1280, 4.8 inch, 306 ppi, in comparison to the iPhone 4S, which is only 3.5 inches big, 640 by 960, but a 330 ppi display. Perhaps you might get, you're not going to get a little bit clearer quality on the iPhone 4S, and perhaps a little bit natural colors, but I don't think anything right now is better than the display on the Samsung Galaxy S3. It's just big, bright, vibrant. I really like it a lot. In terms of, let's stay with size, you're looking at 133 grams on the S3 comparison to 140 on the iPhone 4S, 136 by 70 by 8.6 millimeters thin on the S3 in comparison to 115 by 58 by 9.3 on the 4S. So you can see it's a lot thinner on the S3, a lot slimmer, sexier, just got more of a sexy build quality. I'm not going to lie, the iPhone 4S does feel a little bit more solid because it's a little bit heavier. It's got this glass back compared to this plasticky back, which Samsung has been known for. But I have to give Samsung credit in comparison to their previous Android devices or smartphones in general. This is a lot better build quality, a lot more solid. In terms of cameras, you're looking at 8 megapixel cameras on both of these guys. A dual-core 1 gigahertz processor on the iPhone 4S in comparison to a dual-core 1.5 Cray processor, Snapdragon from Qualcomm, on the S3. The S3 does feel, a little bit snappier than the older iPhone. Like I said, TouchWiz UI. This is iOS 5.1 on here. In terms of data connectivity, you're getting 3G, Wi-Fi, HSDPA, 42 megabytes per second with the T-Mobile version. You'll get LTE speeds on the other 3 carriers, which is a plus, but this is the T-Mobile version. No LTE yet on the iPhone 4S. Look for that in the iPhone 5. So in terms of storage, like I said, this is 16 gigabytes on both of these devices. 16, 32, 64 on the iPhone 4S with 512 megabytes of RAM. 16 and 32 on the Galaxy S3, but 2 gigabytes of RAM, which makes it nice and quick. You get DLNA connectivity on the S3, which is very nice if you want to stream video and media around your house. Okay, 8 megapixel cameras on both of these things. Let's take a little quick sample shot. Both have fantastic cameras. So I'll show you the iPhone first, and then we'll get into the Galaxy S3. Let's take a look at these side by side. Both very similar in quality. Once you get these on a big computer screen, it's very hard to tell. I thought 2 of the best cameras on the market right now. This, and along with the HTC One S and One X, I think are the top 3 camera phones on the market. So a very close call when it comes to image quality with the camera. One other deciding factor is the difference between Siri and S-Voice, which I can show you. I just need to get out of airplane mode so we have some data connectivity. Let me get out of it on here. So some would say perhaps Samsung has been copying Apple iPhone with now the design, and not only design, but now with this new voice technology. So let's try Siri first. You just hold down this home key. What is the weather in Boston?
today through this Wednesday.
Okay, now let's try it on the Galaxy S3. So you want to double tap it. What is the weather in Boston? Notice it takes perhaps maybe a little bit longer.
Here is the weather for Boston, Massachusetts.
It's almost the same type of voice, same kind of service. So I think Samsung's done a great job with implementing this S voice. I think it can be a real competitor to Siri. Personally, I don't use either of them. You know, I'm more inclined just to search for it either with Dolphin browser or the standard Safari browser. Let's get into the last thing I want to get into is battery life. I think the Galaxy S3 does have a little bit better battery. It's a 2100 mAh battery in comparison to a 1432 on the iPhone 4S. You just gotta be careful with your screen brightness and your screen timeout. Otherwise, you know, the bigger the screen, the more battery it chews up. So, two very different devices. You know, if you want to move to Android and you want the best of the best, the Galaxy S3 is your phone. This is what I'm currently using. You know, a lot of new features from Samsung, S Memo, S Voice, this cool screen capture they put in. Very cool features. So I think this is the best Android phone out there. You know, but if you're in the iOS ecosystem already, the iPhone 4S, if you're looking to buy a new iPhone, I would honestly wait. I think you have to wait for the iPhone 5 or the new iPhone come the fall, whatever they call it. It's kind of I think it's kind of really an unfair battle right now because the iPhone 4S is a little bit outdated to the Galaxy S3. Once we get the newest iPhone, we'll come back to the lab and we'll put them head to head. I hope you enjoyed this review. Thanks.